What we're going to be doing today is cleaning chimney, and after that we're going to clean the stove. So this is my chimney. This is a metalbestos chimney. It is a triple line system, and it's hooked up at a real nice location. It's real easy to do the clean out on the outside, not having to go on the roof. A few things important before you start doing a chimney is you need make sure you wear a mask. Make sure you wear eye protection. Good idea to put some on your head, and definitely you want gloves. The creosote coming out of the chimney, the ashes, that can be pretty caustic. So your mileage may vary with your particular setup, but if you have a simple clean out, mine has this nice pan here. It just slides out, and then underneath is a cap that has screws in it. And the screws are on the outsides in two spots. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to take a marker and mark the location. There's not always an exact match where it goes, so yeah, these are 1/4 inch little sheet metal bolts on here. You probably won't be able to fit a ratchet in, but I just use the head from a screwdriver. Before you get going with this too, you're going to want to get some kind of bucket underneath with a trash liner in it. Now, depending on your chimney type, you may need to go with a nylon bristle chimney brush, and of course you're going to want to match the size to your chimney. Prior to this, I did have another metalbestos chimney, but that one I was able to get away with a metal brush. This one is nylon. It's just a little bit softer on the inside of the chimney. So you're going to need a chimney brush, and then you're going to need extension rods. This one here gives me, it's got 6 3-footers. It gives me a total of 18 feet, which is more than plenty. My other chimney used to be a lot taller. One at a time, you take your brush and connect the rod, screws on. Another reason to wear gloves is these are fiberglass. They're pretty smooth, but if you ever do get one cracked or whatever, you're not going to want that on your skin. And then all you do is you go and make sure your bucket is positioned right underneath as best you can. Up you go. Get going back. Now I'm going to do a number of passes. So this is going to be repeated off and on, but my first time going up, I kind of give it a jolt. Step back, letting everything fall. Give it another push up. Step back, give it another second for stuff to fall. And once it gets up to, you know, up there, just attach another rod. And then it's good to do this on a day that's not too windy or breezy. And in my area, it's a great day today too because it's not too sunny. This gets really hot in the afternoon. So this here, what's coming out, this is more soot. I can feel how smooth it is going up the chimney. That's a good sign. I clean my chimney once a year here. I usually burn, good quality wood. Some of it can be a little damper than I would prefer, but I'm already at the top. Once you get up to the top, those bristles are kind of like pointing like this. So to get it back down, you have to give it a good tug to get them to flip up and come down. Hey, Teddy. And then repeat. That's what they call it, chimney sweeping. And that's why it's a dirty job. How many times you repeat the process is up to you. You're definitely going to have to do it multiple times. But you see already how much less is coming out on that sweep. For care of these, this is nylon, so I'll just hose this off afterwards. And then on your rods, I just give it a quick hose to get the grit off, and I just spray it down with some WD-40 just to keep any corrosion from getting in there. But that's this whole section. The next step is going to be doing the stove inside. Well, once you're done with this, just go ahead and get your cap back on there. What are you doing outside, Teddy? Hmm? Hey, hey. That's not the way to help. Alright, so the next step is getting your inside pipe off. Get that outside to clean it too. Now, sometimes your pipes are going to have screws put in there. These are a 1/4-inch bolt on there. You take those out first, and then you just need to remove your sections, which, depending on how your stove is put together, you may have it crimped in tight over here. Best to wear gloves for that. This one, as it sits, is a pressure fitting, so it's all just kind of snug in there without the bolts like I used to have to do. Ooh. You can see how much is in there, but we'll take care of that with the vacuum. We'll take care of that with the vacuum too, I think. Now, if you do have a straight through the wall like that, while you have your access open, you can always clean it out that way too. Take the brush and push it out. Again, it all really depends on how you're doing your situation. So if you have a straight run of pipe like this, you just go ahead and take one of your brushes. Now this is my metal one, because this is unlined pipe. Just work that right into your barrel, bucket. Pretty much clean. I'll do just another couple quick pushes. If you can spin it while it's going down, that's good, but if you have any stubborn spots that it doesn't seem to be catching, I just like to go through with a wire brush. And if you got an elbow, just leave your elbow for the bottom. Right, do your straight run as much as you can. And you just get in there, go with the wire brush. looks good. Now, because this is the metal one, after I wash it off, I'll just spray it with some WD-40. Alright, once all of your outside pipes or your connecting pipes are done, like I said, we still got that spot in the wall, so I'll probably bring this with me. I'll use the vacuum to clean that, suck it all right in, and then the inside of the stove. And it's just reassembly. Alright, quick talk about the vacuum. I found this online after doing a little bit of research. This is like a cloth sack that goes over the filter for your shop vac, and it's specifically intended for stuff like this, a lot of fine dust. You'll ruin your vacuum cleaner if you just use it without any extra protection for it when you're doing wood ash. So let's get it set up, and I'm just going to go to town on this. So I did not even need the brush in there. That was all just ash. Just ash getting blown up in there as the wind sucks it in. So that's all nice and clean. Stove went pretty quick. You want to make sure you get inside there too. Don't forget to do inside your door. If you have glass front on your stove, that's really easy to clean. You do not want expensive cleaners, anything crazy. All you want is a little bit of water on a paper towel. And if you still have some ashes in the stove during the year, you just dab the ashes on for just a little bit of grit, wipe it down, a little more water, wash it clean, nice and new. Okay, so I'm not going to go ahead and show the reassembly of this. That's pretty much it. Just always wear your protection for your breathing, for your eyes, for your hands, and make sure you get a filter for your shop vac. And as you can see, that is all coated in the ash now, but it did what it was supposed to. It didn't get into the motor, and more importantly, it didn't get into the air in the room. And that, once you blow it out outside, that can be washed in the wash, so it's a good product. So this over here is some surface rust that I got because my roof started leaking. Your stove should have a pretty good finish on it, especially if it's a newer stove. So this is just one of the little green nylon scrubbies. And it should be enough to take that surface rust off, and you're good to go. Unless you get down to bare metal, then you're going to have to sand it a lot better, get all the moisture off, and then make sure that you get a stove paint, which is made for high temperatures. And then you're going to have to paint that, and then you're going to have to cook it off before you run your stove for the season. And I think that's about all for stove maintenance. So clean your chimney at least once a year. If you're burning lousy wood, green wood, partially green wood, softwood, especially if you know, even if you use a lot of like fir or evergreen for kindling, any of that softwood that's got a lot of the pine sap in it, you want to clean your chimney at least once a year. Once you get used to how it burns, you know, you can set that schedule. Some people need to clean it twice a year. It all depends how hot your stove burns, how efficient it is, but you definitely want to address it. You want to check it. If you burn wood and you haven't checked your chimney since you started burning wood, get out there and take a look. It's very dangerous, very scary. With our older stove and our older chimney, we did have a chimney fire one time. Luckily, we were able to choke it out before it got bad, but it's a scary thing. So anyway, maintain your stuff, and it's not as hard as you think. It's just pretty dirty. All right, have fun and stay warm this winter.